Hello, beloved listeners, and welcome to Snake People at the Movies, film criticism by people who actually like film. Join us as we dive into movies we love, movies we respect, and movies we wish we could unsee. It's the podcast where we talk about growing up and living queer, nerdy, and depressed, online and at the cinema. From the kids who are very excited for the Helena Awards this year, it's Sneople at the Movies. I'm Helena.
I'm Ezra.
And I'm Matty. You can tell I write the jokes for these intros and outros.
Yeah, I was like, oh, thanks, guys.
Because I am. I was thinking about that earlier today. I was like, oh, man, I hate the Oscars. Then I was like, oh, but the Helena Awards. Yeah.
It's very true. I'm like,
Helena Awards.
I care about the Guild Awards, and I care about the Helena Awards.
The Helena Awards, yeah.
I doff my cap to you all.
No pressure or anything. If you ever decide not to do them, that's okay. We'll live. But I'm just saying, my favorite awards.
Yeah, I suggested calling this episode the 2 minutes hate after the thing from 1984 because of how mad we are about the Oscars this year.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
every year.
That was a really sometimes you do your best thinking when you're in the work bathroom.
Ain't that the truth? I mean, I work from home, so my work bathroom is just my bathroom, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
anyway,
for the sake of the joke, it's fine.
What if your work bathroom and your home bathroom were the same bathroom?
The same bathroom. Yeah, makes it hard to have a work-life balance when when your office is also your house.
Yeah.
But I make do.
I was trying to make a Black Mirror joke, but never mind.
Shoes.
Okay.
Oh, well,
I didn't want to just like
bathroom was your home bathroom.
I didn't want to record myself doing an absolutely excruciating English accent.
Yeah, you didn't do
this time.
Do the awful Black Mirror voice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so obviously we're doing an Oscars episode.
Yeah.
But before we get into that.
Is this going to be one of those years where we record our Oscar episode and then the Oscars come out and we don't do a follow-up because we don't give a shit?
Maybe. So generally we release an Oscars episode. I feel like we record our Oscars episode the week before the Oscars happen, but unfortunately that means that the episode comes out after the Oscars happen. Yeah. We've done that more than once. And this time we're getting ahead of the game by doing it a month out. So, don't ever expect us to do correct timing on the Oscars. It's not gonna happen.
We don't work around their schedule. They should work around ours.
You hear that, Academy?
Am I right?
Yes. When you're right,
you're right.
Resounding yes from the jury. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can do predictions at this point. But like, so I kind of waiting for the SAG Awards to happen before I do that. But I mean, we can talk about other stuff. We can talk about what actually is nominated generally, because I don't think we've done that quite yet.
Yeah, we can talk about the noms. We can talk about the fact that they did that stupid thing again, where they're like, "We're not going to air these awards," and I'm like, "Shut up, shut the fuck up."
I have some thoughts about that.
Notably people who like the awards for technical stuff may have some thoughts about this. Shocking, but true. But before that, what we sneep. I finally saw a movie. Goddamn.
Oh my god.
I was having some winter's blues. It was pretty tough. Didn't want to watch a single movie, but today I was like, I'm gonna watch a movie today. I'm gonna do it. And I decided I wanted to watch Scream again. Love that movie. It was talked about with some friends. And I want to watch, I have not seen 2 through 4 or the new one. And I was like, I need to watch the first one again, that I can start doing that. So watched Scream. Always good. And otherwise I've just been playing a lot of video games. I've started playing Resident Evil 4 in VR, which I love that game, and playing it in virtual reality is very odd in a good way. At one point I picked up a fish, and for listeners who may not know, I'm sure you do, I talk about it all the time, I have a fish phobia, and I was like, oh, this is interesting, and then I picked it up, and then I was like, never mind, I need to put this down right now.
Holy shit. Matty!
I didn't, because you can pick them up and you can put them in your inventory and you can, eat them for health, but I picked them up, put them in my inventory, and was like, okay, well, let me see how this would work. And I picked it up again, and I was like, no, I cannot bring this close enough to my face to do this. I need to get rid of these They need to delete them from the existence of the world. There was a very big one. I didn't even touch that one. I just laughed.
Yeah,
so that's what I've been doing.
Sounds like a smart response to that situation.
Yeah. So that's me.
Maddie and I have started playing Destiny together again, which is really fun.
We did. Yeah, Witch Queen just dropped.
Witch Queen fucks
so good.
really hard.
Wow, that first mission was so good.
Yeah,
I still need to
really
do Beyond Light to kind of be caught up on the story stuff, but
yeah, I need to finish it too.
That opening sequence was incredible.
I missed like playing video games with my friends. Is just I really like experiencing storytelling media with people and getting to like just be like yelling at each other as we're attempting not to as we're attempting to blow up a bunch of aliens. It's just like really fucking fun.
Yeah, someday I'll get you into Final Fantasy XIV.
That sounds genuinely like a lot of fun, but also like something that I kind of want to do if I get like a gaming computer.
Yeah, which is totally fair. Yeah, that's me. Not very much, but I'm hoping to, now that I'm coming out of my winter depression like a cocoon, I'm hoping to start watching more movies again. Because goddamn, we are entering into the movie season.
Coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just chilly.
Yeah, exactly. I've been doing just sad and cold. Fuck, it's so cold. It snowed the other day.
Yeah, it snowed here, and I was so pissed because it was the one day where I I didn't park my car in the garage so we could take the recycling bins out, and I was so fucking tired that I fell asleep, A, without putting the recycling bins out, and B, without fucking putting my car back in the fucking garage, and then it fucking snowed, and I was like, ah!
Yeah. Helena, do not interact. You see snow all the time. For those who live in the Pacific Northwest, this is a rarity.
I feel like snow is just also like so fun. Look, when you gotta drive to commute places, snow is like unbelievably inconvenient.
Yeah, because nobody out here knows how to drive in the snow, including me. Like, I'll put myself in that group. So it's just unpleasant for everybody involved. Nobody knows what they're doing. Very dangerous. Very scary. Yeah. Black ice? No thank you.
Yeah, it's also just very hilly out there, and the city still doesn't really know how to deal with, like, a great amount of snow, despite, like, there being a few years now where it's kind of, like, snowed more than usual, and we're always just like, and don't really do what we can. I mean, Portland doesn't really do what they can. But, yeah. It's different when you're more used to it, for sure.
Yeah. Cool, who next?
Who next?
Who up next?
Do you want me to go or do you want to go? Mine's really short.
I can go. Do you want to go?
Okay, I'll just go. Mine's really, like I said, mine's really short. So I'll start with I'm gonna go in descending order of quality. I saw Death on the Nile, which I really liked. I didn't like it quite as much as Murder on the Orient Express, but I still enjoyed it. It's really just like pretty. Like, it's a very, like, aesthetically pleasing film to take in. And it is also extremely wild how long the release of that film has been delayed because, like, Armie Hammer is obviously extremely persona non grata in Hollywood, as is Letitia Wright. And, like, both of them are just in this movie because this movie was made before either of them showed their asses. And
Russell Brand in, like, his own
Which
way.
I did not realize that was Russell Brand until the end of the fucking movie. I forgot that he was in it, and then the credits came up, and I was like, "Motherfucker, are you serious?" Okay, yeah, no, I guess I do recognize that chin. He's playing against type, extremely against type. I thought he was pretty good, actually. I don't know. I had a good time.
Good.
All of the CGI to like recreate the pre-Aswan Dam like geography of Egypt was really like subtly well done, I thought. I don't know. It's just like all of the color palettes are really nice, and I didn't know I've never read any Agatha Christie novels, so like I didn't know how the fucking mystery ended. Like, I found it engaging and fun and a nice afternoon at the movies. And I like Kenneth Branagh. Like, whatever. As previously stated, I will die on this fucking hill. I had a good time. I saw the National Theater live broadcast of Cyrano de Bergerac with the one with James McAvoy, which was kind of disappointing, honestly. I thought that it had some really strong things going for it to start out with, and I appreciated what they were trying to do, but I felt like the staging just kind of didn't work after a certain point. It became too kind of, not Brechtian exactly, but it was a little bit too, like, fucking out there, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah. There's a lot of people sort of just, like, giving extremely emotional monologues, standing perfectly still, staring at the audience, and, like, not looking at each other. Yeah. And I'm like, I understand that you were really going for, like, something about the, like, self-sabotaging nature of all of the, like, love in this play, but also, like, this is not conveying what you want it to convey. And also, like, some of the efforts to modernize it were really funny, and other ones just kind of, it's like the play, like, was like, well, we're gonna do this, and then it's like, okay, if you think too hard about that, that just, like, really fucking falls apart.
Right.
And, like, I'm gonna be real here, they didn't preserve enough of the poetry.
No, but that's the biggest part.
I know, that's the thing, is that they went
bummer. I was excited for this.
I was so excited for this. They went for a Cyrano whose, like, dedication is to, like, raw truth, but the raw truth was too unpolished, as opposed to the idea that, like, of, you know, beauty is truth and truth beauty, kind of a thing of, like, that like, the pinnacle is that, like, whatever the most beautiful expression of a thing is the perfect expression of the thing, as opposed to, like, the most raw expression of the thing is the perfect expression of the thing. It just was, like, it didn't do Christian's character any favors, because the difference between them wasn't stark enough.
Interesting.
It made Christian's, like, love seem shallow, because it was like he was doing a worse version of what Cyrano was doing, as opposed to he and Cyrano could never do the same thing.
Yeah.
James McAvoy was really going for it, though. Like, he's a very, like, kinetic actor on stage. He has a really strong stage presence.
Yes,
which did. Again, the young man who was the guy who was playing Christian just, like, could not stand up against it. He was very, like, he wasn't bad or anything. He just didn't have, like, he just kind of faded in between them, which, like, is not. I have a friend online who's like, I judge a production of Cyrano by how much they respect Christian's character, and, like, that's so correct. And this one kind of just, like, didn't.
Bummer.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know, by the end I was just kind of, like, feeling nothing, which is, like, I fucking love Cyrano de Bergerac, and it, like, breaks my heart, so, like, that kind of sucks.
Same.
And I can't wait to go see the fucking musical by The National, which is just a sentence that I keep thinking, going, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I posted that review in the chat earlier. This is the review from Polygon. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm so excited for this.
I can't wait.
I didn't realize that Bendo Mendo was in it, and I'm so stoked.
I'm so excited. I believe the phrase was, like, he is, like, the most evil De Guiche has ever been, and I'm like, bring it to me.
This is Ben Mendelsohn, like, for reference.
And that's incredibly sexy of him. Yes. Oh, Ben Mendelsohn, truly. What I don't know what it is about, like, just man, I don't know what they do in drama school in Australia or whatever, but, like,
but it's good.
It's just
but
they're real. It's good, and they should keep doing it. There are so many really good Australian actors.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. Maybe they like leave the stragglers out in the outback to perish, and that's why everyone is so good at self-preservation.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
I don't know. Anyway, and then I watched.
They feed him to Hugh Jackman, and that's why he's so good.
That's why he's so
Scream, terrifying. All right, great.
And then I just decided to watch The Kingsman, which is the like Kingsman prequel starring Ralph Fiennes because I have a crush on Ralph Fiennes.
Mood.
Which was, and in deference to the fact that Matty is at some point going to actually watch this film, I will refrain from spoiling it. I spoiled it for Helena earlier before we started this call, and they just kept screaming. And so what I am going to say about that movie is that, one, it looked like Ralph Fiennes was having a lot of fun making it, so I hope he had a nice time, because I like him, and I hope he had a nice time.
That's what's important to me, I think.
That's what's important to me.
Else.
He got to say fuck a couple of times, which was fun for me.
Oh, good!
Love it.
Tom Hollander is a national treasure, and we've been sleeping on him. I mean, I haven't, but people have.
Nobody on this podcast has, but everybody else.
This movie was a like solidly enjoyable like 2.5 or 3 star movie for me until the mid-credits scene, which took it down to a like 0.5 star. So if you watch this movie, which go nuts, turn it off as soon as the credit starts rolling. I'm begging you.
Or if you're chaotic, don't.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Jimon Hansu, who I probably am pronouncing his first name wrong, and I hope not, is like, he's so cool.
Yeah, he is.
That's kind of a, I don't know. The politics of that movie are like incoherent and also vaguely appalling.
Right.
But I don't know.
This does not surprise me.
Gemma Arterton's really hot. There's a lot of really hot. I mean, like, Ralph Fiennes is hot, Jimon Hansu's hot, and Gemma Arterton's hot. So I don't know. Like, and Aaron Taylor Johnson really is like sort of there. And I'm like, why isn't Aaron Taylor Johnson like in this movie more? He sort of just like stands there in a World War I British Army uniform for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, well, it's a very well tailored uniform. I don't know. I hope they don't make any more of these godforsaken fucking films. Just go watch the first one again.
Yes, I think maybe we've also talked about the show that you had an unpleasant experience watching the second one, which I still feel bad about.
Really do not watch this. Yeah, I mean, obviously watch the second one if you want to, but don't make me watch the second one.
Yes. If you have ice cream issues, do not watch the second one. I don't. And didn't think about it, and didn't warn Ezra, and that was a like, oh fuck, I'm so sorry moment.
It's hilarious in retrospect. It was also one of the most unfortunate experience I've ever had in a movie theater.
Yes, was not a good time for all involved. I liked the first two. They're like corny. They're dumb, right? But I very much enjoy them, so that's why I was like, oh, cool. I'm like kind of looking forward. I think I went for this prequel. I'm like, I think it's gonna be bad, but I'm hoping to have a good time. So I'll watch it, not watch that scene, and then later I'll be like, okay, now tell me what happened, so I can preserve the decent but goofy movie in my head and still hear about the very stupid thing that happened later.
Incredible.
Helena time?
Yeah, anyway. Helena time.
It was my time. I divided the movies I've seen between the good, the bad, and the because I wasn't like, ugly isn't like a real category. It's just kind of like the ugly movies are usually the bad movies, but there are movies that are kind of like, meh. And I told people on the Discord, I didn't say it on the podcast, I'm not doing what I said I was gonna do, where I was like, I'm gonna watch all the Oscar nominees, and I think I can get it done. I'm gonna try and do as many as I can, but there are some of them where, like, it legitimately depressed me that I was gonna sit and, like, watch Cruella and not
Helena,
watch,
life is short and you don't have to do pop culture homework.
But it's not homework. Yeah. Like, I enjoy it. I do enjoy doing it. It's just so many.
Yes, were you Cruella would enjoy watching Cruella?
But that's the thing is, like, there are so many other movies. It didn't depress me to think about the movies I would have to watch. It depressed me to think about the movies that I wasn't going to be able to watch by the time the Oscars happened, and I had to evaluate what I had seen. Because when I decided this, it wasn't after watching a bad movie. It was actually after watching Flea on Hulu, which I really liked. And then I was thinking of, like, all of these movies that I'd wanted to see that didn't get nominated for anything that, like, I'm gonna probably watch eventually, but I wanted to be able to include in, like, the Helena Awards, for instance, which, you know, is, like, something that I do not, like, care about, not, like, passionate about, but that I enjoy doing. So that's kind of what I've changed it to, is, like, part of it is the Great Oscar Catch-Up of 2022, which is still movies that have, like, been nominated for, like, 3 or more awards, and then, like, anything else that I actually want to see that's been nominated, and then the other stuff is the Great Oscar Fuck You of 2022, which is movies that didn't get nominated for anything that I still want to see. Something that falls kind of out of both of those categories is Coda, because I cannot find a way to watch that in a way that is satisfying and easy for me, because it's, like, only on Apple TV Plus. Which is kind of
so annoying.
A bummer. Yeah, because it's like a lot of these movies that are already on YouTube, and I'm like, well, you know, if I have to pay like $3.99 to rent it, like I'm okay with doing that. But
sure.
Like, I'm not gonna get a fucking Apple TV Plus subscription so I can watch one movie that's been nominated for like 3 or 4 awards. I'm just not gonna do it. So sorry to Coda. I'm sure it's, you know, pretty good, and, you know, congratulations to the cast and everything. I just, like, I can't. I'm being reasonable-ish to myself. But, so the meh was for me, like, worst person in the world, which is, you know, kind of disappointing. Because I was kind of a little bit excited for that movie. I just, like, I enjoyed parts of it, and there's some really good performances in it. I just walked away from it kind of being like, I don't know. It didn't hit in a lot of the ways that people were saying it was going to hit, as it's a movie about a 29-year-old who works in a bookstore. That's her day job. So if that didn't connect with me, a 29-year-old working in a bookstore as their day job, who also is, like, doing an artsy thing as something they actually want to do, it's kind of
is that, like, too real?
A little bit. Well, yeah, I don't know. I just, like, there's just something not working. So, we'll see. I mean, I thought about it. It's fine. Congrats to the people who loved it. The bad. I watched Don't Look Up. It's exhausting. You know, my problem with it is that it's just so deeply unfunny, and the satire is not very. It just like doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
Yeah,
and
that's kind of what I heard.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know that some people really liked it, and that's great. My opinion, I said, is like on Twitter.
You can say that about almost any movie in the world, though, right?
That's
some
true.
People really liked it.
Yeah, this is true. I don't know.
Honestly, I honest to God think that's kind of beautiful. Like you could make pretty much any kind of shit, and at least one person's gonna be like, I had a great time watching that. And it's like, cool. I'm so glad that I don't have to watch that, and also that person's enjoyment of it does not affect me in any material way. Yeah, I can just be a bitch about it on, you know, my Discord.
Even with, like, Battlefield Earth, I'm sure there's gotta be one motherfucker out there who's like, this is cinema to me.
Anytime I watch any movie, I think to myself, this is someone's favorite movie. And that makes me both more charitable of the movie and also more willing to be like, yeah, that's not me, though.
Yeah, couldn't be me, dog.
Could not be me. Yeah, I figured, I think that about
Rip
Don't
to
Look
that
Up.
person, but I'm different.
Yeah.
I also, like, feel like my thoughts on Don't Look Up and Nightmare Alley are very similar, which is kind of weird because I respect Guillermo del Toro much more than I respect Adam McKay. But they're both too long. They both have 2, I think, good supporting performances. Nightmare Alley has David Strathairn and Richard Jenkins.
I love him so much.
They're both so good. Don't Look Up has Melanie Linsky and, shocker of all shockers, Timothée Chalamet, who I thought was really charming and funny in this movie.
That's so sad.
And
That's
then Kate
so
Blanchett
sad that this is his strong point.
This is a strong point for me. I'm sure there's many other. He's had many chances to succeed this year. And Kate Blanchett is hot in both of these movies, and that's good for her.
That's kind of the important part, you know, I think.
And she's, like, you know, fine. She's good. She's not doing, like, bad work necessarily. It's just, it's like, you know. So I saw that.
She's just working.
I saw Spencer, which
you saw like 15 minutes of Spencer, right?
No, I saw a little bit more than that.
Okay.
I did when I reread the Wikipedia plot summary for like what happens, I was like, damn, I didn't really miss that much. So what happened was I fell asleep, listeners, and I fell asleep.
As one does.
And usually that wouldn't mean anything for some people, but that means quite a bit for me to fall asleep during a movie. I genuinely was just like, I'm just going to lay my head down a little bit and close my eyes and listen to these ridiculous people in their ridiculous British accents. And I did, and I fell asleep. I don't think it was not for me. It pains me to no end to say this. I don't think that Kristen Stewart was very good. Her performance was really grating, and like that above anything has kept me from going back and like trying to watch the, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes or something that I missed. Because I'm just like, I cannot sit through that again. I just really don't want to sit through it again. So bummer. Sorry to that man. Congrats to everyone who liked it. I also watched Raya and the Last Dragon, which was a Disney movie that came out obviously last year. It's not good. It's not a good film.
Heard it was pretty meh.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad script. Pretty bad animation. I mean, the set, like the background animation is all very pretty. But the character animation is just like god awful. And I mean, it's just like so flat and expressionless and boring and personalityless, and that makes me very sad. Benedict Wong does show up at one point, and I knew instantly that it was him. Because I was like, this has been the only character so far with gravitas. Excellent. That's Benedict Wong. And so he was great. But like, other than that, like, not good. But forget about that. The good movies that I saw were Flea, which is the documentary, which, as I said, you can watch on Hulu. I really recommend it. It's really like a tough watch, but also like really, really good, really well done.
Oh, is that the animated one?
Yeah, it's the animated documentary. Yeah.
Yes. I've seen really trailers for that a couple of times, and I really want to watch it.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. If you're going to use Hulu to watch like some of the nominees this year, I recommend skipping Spencer, maybe, and focusing on Flea and Summer
I really
of
wasn't
Soul.
planning on watching it personally.
This is a general sort of. Both Flea and Summer of Soul are both documentary nominees. They're both on Netflix. They're both really good, and I cried during both of them. Summer of Soul was just like amazing to watch. Just like the performances in it are great. I wish there had kind of been more of the performances than the talking heads parts of it, but also there was some really interesting stuff in there. Really lovely. I saw Licorice Pizza in theaters. Great. Really liked it. I saw Luca, the Pixar movie that came out that I am really did not get a theatrical release, which pisses me off so much, because it's easily like the best thing that Pixar has done in a handful of years. It's so relaxed. The vibes are so nice. I really enjoyed it. And after watching, I can't remember if I watched that before I watched Raya and the Last Dragon, because I was like, the character design in Luca was so good. And so creative and so fun. And then Raya I was just like, oh, this is so boring. I watched Annette, which is the funky, weird-ass musical with Adam Driver, Marianne Cotillard, the Leo... what's his name, the director? I'm so terrible. I should know this guy. I actually haven't seen any of his movies before this. I can't pronounce his name, and you can't make me. He is a very well-known French auteur director, and he makes weird films. I really liked Annette. It was very strange, and the opening number, I was like, fuck yes, this is cinema. And if the rest of the movie is like this, I'm gonna love this movie. The rest of the movie was like close to that, not quite at that level, but still like approaching it. So I was like, okay, I can fuck with this. I watched Come On, Come On last night, which is a very like lovely and quiet little indie movie. And I cried like 10 times. And then on Wednesday night, I went to go see West Side Story in theaters. I was in the front row, which was kind of like, hello. I didn't want that to be the case, but like I was left no other option. I really liked it a lot. I really liked West Side Story, guys. And I'm really...
Zee and I were just talking the other day about how excited we are to see it now that you've seen it, and you said it was good, because all three of us love West Side Story, obviously.
Yeah. I think
very excited.
I, like... I mean, obviously, like, watching it, I was like, I'm gonna be fine, because if he keeps doing basically like what he does in the very opening shot of that movie throughout I was like, if he keeps doing this the next like 2.5 hours, it's gonna be fine. And it was fine. That's like mostly
Can
like
I read your Letterboxd review of West Side Story?
Oh yeah, it's pretty short.
Because when I read it, it just fucking killed me, and I just nearly threw up from joy about 40 times.
Yeah. Because it was just like, fuck yeah, man. Like, this is a musical. Like, fuck. Like, it was just, the staging of everything, and it was like, where has this Steven Spielberg been for the past 10 years? Because I was like, this is the Steven Spielberg that I, like, grew up just, like, loving with Jaws as just one example. Like, every single shot and every single decision that they made in staging the musical numbers, I was like, it was incredible. And I'm so happy that he's back, baby. Even if it's just for, like, a little while. You know, the Ansel Elgort of it all, you know, is, like, passable in terms of his performance, not in terms of any extraneous stuff. This is certainly, for me, acting-wise, the most tolerable I've ever found him. He can, in fact, sing well enough for this part, so that is, you know, a relief. However, the actresses playing Maria and Anita, Rachel Ziegler and Anita DeBose, I think is her last name, are fantastic, and Mike Faist, who plays Riff, is just like a fucking dream. Great. God. Just incredible. So like there's so many good performances. I was like G. Officer Krupke, I was like fucking vibrating. Also Rita Moreno is in this movie, and she's also lovely. She played, of course, the original Anita in the movie adaptation of West Side Story. And there's also some changes that they make in this movie with some of the musical numbers. In particular, there is a change that they make for the musical number Somewhere that was just made me weep. So that's great. I like West Side Story. So there we go.
I've got to go see it in a theater. I've decided. Like, there's just no two ways about it.
I convinced my parents because they were like, oh, it was playing at the theater near our house, and then it's not for, like, only a few days, and then it went away. And I was like, I looked it up for you. It is still playing at the Fox Tower downtown, so that's where my parents are going to go try and go see it this weekend. So I recommend people do that.
I really got to figure out where it's playing, because, like, I need it.
Yeah. It's a good time. All right. So with that, I guess
let's fucking get into it. Let's
fucking get into it. The Oscars. They insist on happening every year.
They insist on
happening to us.
To us.
Yeah. Crucially, to us.
Contractually obligated to talk about it. Yeah. First of all,
every year we think, do we have to do an Oscars episode? And then we're like, yeah, I guess we have to do an Oscars episode. And like,
the thing is like, I never think to myself, we could skip the Oscars episode. Every year I think, oh, we're going to do an Oscars episode. We're going to bitch about the Oscars for an hour and a half. Maybe more than once.
I love how, like,
so on
you
some
know
level,
what?
it, like, brings me joy, I think, to be like, I hate the Oscars.
Being mad about stuff is fun. Righteous anger is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matty, if it sparks joy,
maybe this is my confession, is that I actually don't mind doing an Oscars episode because I love talking about how much I hate them. Wow, 3 years in, I've had a revelation about my life. Anyway, so it's really stupid the way that they're cutting categories. I mean, they're
cutting categories. What's happening is the Academy is sent out like this big email and announcement last week-ish that they are
sending a big email to everybody.
It's a big email to everybody in the Academy.
I got one. You got one. Ezra got one.
I got one.
Yep.
I deleted mine without reading it.
Got one.
It was incredible. They just emailed everybody.
Into my promotional box in my inbox. They're gonna cut 8 categories from the live. I wrote podcast on the document. I meant to say
I was
broadcast.
thinking about that, and I was like, okay,
wrong. Freudian slip. So they're cutting 8 categories from the live broadcast. They're cutting editing, sound, makeup and hairstyling, production design, original score, and all 3 of the short film categories. And they said that it was so like to kind of trim the fat, basically, is what they said, to like cut time and make the show more vital and appealing and whatever the fuck they're talking about, to get people more excited about the Oscars. And apparently they said that we made this decision with the support of people in those branches, but apparently that was not a very large number of the people in those branches, actually a very small number.
They talked to like one person They're like, I talked to my friend Brad, who does makeup for like girls going to prom, and he said it was cool, so we're just cutting all of it.
Something like that. And what's really kind of egregious is they're saying, no, like, we're still gonna give out the awards. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give the awards and announce the awards at the Dolby Theater before the show, I guess, and then we're gonna weave the awards into the rest of the broadcast so that it flows nicely, and we're just gonna kind of edit that in. So what's really funny,
we're gonna
wait, so it's not actually a live broadcast,
is that they're gonna cut out of one category. They're gonna cut the award for best editing from the live broadcast, and then they're gonna say to their own editors, make that look nice, will you, for the audience? Can you edit that in
hope
to make it
these
look,
people
to make it flow?
Have a nice day.
Here's what I would love is if those editors were like, I mean, fuck it, what do I have to lose at this point? And instead of cutting in the awards, they just cut in shit like, hey, did you hear they cut the editing award out of the show? Fucked up, am I right? Anyway. And then you wouldn't see the award, they just move on to whatever was next.
What I think they should do is
this is where makeup and hairstyling should have gone. Fucked up that that's not here anymore. Oh, did you want to hear about Best Actress? Who cares?
Who cares? I think they should do just taking the hobbits to Isengard and just whenever somebody like gets up to announce it, just put that in.
I think they should do that thing where it's every time Sam takes a step, it's the farthest from home he's ever been. But it's every time someone takes a step towards the stage to announce an award, it's the farthest from home Sam's ever been. It's so dumb. Like, yes, I agree. The Oscars are too long. And I don't watch the Oscars. I have not watched the Oscars in years because they're too long and they're so boring. But
they're not fun.
It's because they're not. It's because they're not funny. Is the thing.
The problem is that they haven't been funny in like. There was like one time in the last like 10 years or something. I can never remember who it was, which is like shame on me. There was like one time where they were funny.
Yeah. They
finally got a host that was like actually good at hosting the Oscars, and then they like didn't have whoever that was do it again, and like I can't even remember who it was because it's been lost in this deluge of just like total shit.
Yeah.
Didn't they get rid of the host for the Oscars last year? Am I remembering that correctly?
At least one year they were like, we're just not going to have
we're just going to get rid of that
like,
entirely.
That's not good.
And I was like, wait, that's not you're not solving your issue here.
The past
your
couple
issue is
of
that this
years
is not entertaining to watch necessarily.
Yeah, they've done that for the past couple of years, and I feel like, you know, Billy Crystal has his issues as a comedian and presenter.
He had that one Oscars that was
not
Not great.
anyway.
But, there's something about, like, having an industry person, like, making jokes about movies appeal. Like, I remember distinctly when he did the 2003 Oscars, there was, like, jokes about the movies that were weaved really, like, to people who would, like, seen them. And it's like, oh, this whole fucking temper tantrum from all these idiots, I'm sorry, online who are just like, you didn't nominate movies that people have actually seen. And it's like, first of all, wrong. Second of all, that's not what the awards are about.
This is not the People's
Deal
Choice
with
Awards.
it.
That's like...
Yeah, if you haven't seen the movies, if it bothers you so much, watch the fucking movies. Like, as I mentioned, many of these movies are very much available to watch if you want to watch them. Except for Coda, apparently, for Helena. But,
also, are, quite popular? Like, a lot of people went to go see these movies?
Yeah, fucking Jimmy Kimmel, who has hosted the Oscars before, by the way, kind of biting the hand that feeds him, is like, what is this about Power of the Dog getting 12 nominations? It's 12 nominations for the 12 people who saw it, and it's like, bro, this is like the best reviewed movie of the year. This is a movie by Jane
Netflix,
Campion.
dog.
It was on Netflix, dude.
I can't, like, one, Netflix. How dare you disrespect Jane Campion in this fashion? Two, like, what? It's...
Once again, that's not the point of these. Unfortunately, the Oscars keep being like, we're gonna pick all these stupid Oscar bait movies, or what. It's like, the issue with the Oscars is not the issue that you think it is, for some reason. I don't understand why this is so hard.
Because
maybe it's because we're literally a movie podcast and we're movie people, but, like, I feel insane.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
But it's just like, he went on to say, like, how is this better? What he did say, like, was Don't Look Up really better than Spider-Man No Way Home? And I had to give him a point there. I haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home, but, like, Don't Look Up wasn't very good. But
Spider-Man Don't Come Home.
Don't Come Home. No
That's
Way
the
Home.
fourth one.
I am going to get high and see Spider-Man Don't Come Home for the express purpose of being horny about Alfred Molina on Twitter.
I heard it was pretty alright, actually.
But, like, that's not...
That's
not, like, I don't care whether it's... I mean, it could be a really bad movie. I don't... I'm that's not the purpose that it's gonna serve for me. But, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing about the Oscars is, like... The Oscars are never gonna be the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No.
They don't have crossover appeal. And that's okay.
That's fine.
The people who watch the Oscars, like, the people who watch the Oscar, this is on a wider scale, like, as fucking just entertainment absorption technology goes in the direction that it's going, the concept of, like, mass culture events are just, like, they're dying out in a lot of ways. They just are. Like, there's not 12, television channels anymore. There's not everybody flushing their toilet at the same time during the MASH finale or whatever. Like, these or everybody plugging the kettle in during the commercial break and during Doctor Who. Like, the age of that, like, limited access to cultural products, meaning that everybody is consuming the same cultural products, is, like, I don't know if we're gonna go back to that at some point, because we, like, I don't know, bomb ourselves back to the Stone Age, but, like, it's just,
then we're just
not...
gonna be sitting around the campfire,
and then we're just gonna be sitting around retelling each other the plot of the finale of MASH.
Yeah.
Anyway, and acting it out as, God intended.
As God intended.
Anyway, I don't know where I was going with this. But... Yeah. I think the thing is that, like, the most powerful group of people in any interest thing is enthusiastic amateurs.
Agreed.
That's just, like, about everything. Because enthusiastic amateurs have enthusiasm, time, and money.
Yeah. And they're, like, the people who are keeping your thing alive.
Yeah, they are, at the end of the day...
They're the people you are passing your interest on to.
Yes, they are the people who are keeping your thing alive. They are the people who are going to keep doing the thing. They are the people who are going to watch the fucking Oscars. And the people who are enthusiastic amateurs about movies care about checks, notes, the fact that they have sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I love it when movies have sound.
It's so funny.
Like, I'm not saying that I don't, but it's okay. No, silent movies are great, but you know what silent movies have? Scores. You know what they're not putting in the scores.
You know what they also have is production design, makeup and hairstyling, and editing. Yeah, Matty, like you said, editing, very crucial, kind of necessary. One might say.
There was a Patton Oswalt tweet that was just like, I have to go find this because it's so. I co-sign the shit out of this particular thing.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's Anne V. Coates didn't wrestle Lawrence of Arabia and the Red Shoes into the transcendent visions that they were to see her category relegated to tweets.
Ugh.
Very true. Yeah.
So, yeah.
The fucking, you know what produced the fucking all-time iconic transition in Lawrence of Arabia of the match snuffing out to the sunrise in the desert?
Editing.
That's editing, baby.
That's editing. Without editing, do you know what you have? You have some asshole running around with a camera.
And that's just called being a teenager in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It's like they just refuse to admit what their actual audience is.
I think it's very funny that like the Academy and the Oscars, blah blah blah, are, as a core, the idea is they are trying to determine what is the best in specific kinds of entertainment every year. And yet, they don't know how to make an entertaining, like, show. Like, it's one night a year. You guys are telling me, you're looking me in the eye and you're telling me that you guys are the ones determining what's really good when you cannot make something that will hold my fucking attention, and I regularly watch the extended editions of Lord of the Rings. It's not the length that's keeping me from watching the Oscars, I'll tell you that much.
Look at the stuff they nominate. Are you surprised in any way? I mean,
no!
I don't want to be rude because, like, some of the stuff this year is actually...
I think it's too late for that.
It's actually quite good, but, like, and it's, like, surprisingly good. There's still some stuff in there that's, like, I don't think so.
I mean, that's true every year, right? But, there's a mixed bag of, like, yes, I very much agree this deserved these nominations, and then there's a bunch of shit that's like, okay, well, now you're just... jerking off about how smart you are, huh?
This year, there's some like really impressive like firsts for a lot of people, and like a lot of different categories. But like like Drive My Car, for instance. Drive My Car getting nominated.
I can't wait to see Drive My Car.
I'm so excited about that, and like
I forgot that Dune got nominated for Best Picture. That's hilarious.
That is very funny. That's I also
good,
forgot
and
that.
Like Drive My Car getting in there basically on word of mouth alone because it didn't. Because now it's playing in, like, every other theater.
I have never seen a single ad for that film.
Me neither. Like, I've seen... All of the ads I've seen have been people talking about it on Twitter.
Yeah, like, I've only heard it from critics, and maybe I've seen one ad when I went to see Titan and at IFC, which is, like, a little independent movie theater that focuses, specifically on foreign and, indie movies, right? So, like, that's it. And that wouldn't have gone in there as much as it got in there this year. In international feature film, adapted screenplay, best director, and best picture, that's a big deal, and that's really exciting for him. I mean, it's nice to see like Penelope Cruz in here for best actress, as well as Olivia Colman, Ariana DeBose in West Side Story. That's a big first. I think she's the first like queer woman of color to be nominated for best supporting actress.
Hell
ever,
yeah, girl!
Which is like great. I mean, Troy Kotsur for Coda is the first, deaf actor or hard of hearing actor to be nominated for supporting actor. So, that's amazing, too. But then there's also some stuff like, why I love him, but why is Javier Bardem nominated for being the Ricardos? Why?
I'm not ever gonna watch that movie, but I also really need Hollywood to be fucking banned from casting Javier Bardem as,
Short
non-white
kings.
People. He's white.
Yeah, and he's also that's what I was saying this morning. I was talking about it casually with my creative fan who's a critic, and she was like, "Oh yeah, did you know that they darkened his skin a little bit for that movie?" And I was like, I did not notice, but that does not surprise me.
Oh boy,
because he's white.
He's white. Yeah.
So that's fun. Anyway.
Can I point out something interesting that I just opened the Wikipedia page for the Oscars this year, just so I can look at the nominees. And the poster features the little golden statue. We know him. We love him. It's the little Oscars man.
Yeah, Mr.
And
Oscar.
The tagline says "Movie lovers unite," which I find to be very funny.
Movie lovers unite for the most fucking divisive thing that we do every year.
Go fuck yourself.
Movie lovers should form a union against the Oscars, is what I am postulating. To bargain for them to be better.
The minimum amount of original music required for eligibility in Best Original Score was reduced from 60% to 35%?
Are you serious?
Wait, what? Say that again for me?
They were straight to the barrel this year, huh?
I'm really squinting.
Say that again? I'm sorry.
Oh, this is really funny because potential hosts were considered included Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez, and I literally was thinking, Only Murders in the Building was really popular earlier this year. They should really just let the three of them host the Oscars. I'm so glad someone else had this idea.
Anyway,
Steve Martin and Martin Short. Just literally let them host the Oscars. They're so good.
One thing I think I should mention that's very funny is that obviously because they got so much, because essentially that they were bullied. They were bullied is what was what happened on Twitter, which we've all been there. We all love it. We all enjoy it. Being bullied on Twitter, it's our favorite thing. So the Academy got a little taste of that, not their first time. And people were like, why didn't you nominate Spider-Man for big awards like Best Picture, which was never going to happen in the first place because I don't know how the Oscars work. And they said,
I think that Spider-Man is the best movie ever made.
And the Oscars were like, never fear.
Jaws.
Never fear, we're making up an award for the most popular film, which we've done before, and it's going to go to a vote on Twitter, and you guys can vote, and we'll announce it during the broadcast, and then you can take your nap time, and everything will be nice, so you can go home and have an apple, and then go to the doctor. And what's happening, obviously, we think that, like, the next obvious conclusion is that Spider-Man No Way Home would be, or Spider-Man Don't Go Home, as we are now calling it, would be leading the vote on that. But right now, it is the live-action adaptation of Cinderella, the jukebox musical with Camila Cabello.
Funny.
I don't know. The only thing I ever heard about that was that it was complete dog shit.
Yeah.
That is also what I heard.
So, that is very funny, and I have had some people point out that if they make this award purely to keep Marvel fans happy and it goes to Cinderella, I think that is worth it. I think that's probably
I think that it would be good, actually. If that happened.
I who will have absolutely no intention of ever fucking watching the Cinderella thing. Also, I thought that, can I just say that I thought that Camila Cabello was the fucking actress from The Good Place? This whole time I thought that was who was starring in this. I have no idea who Camila Cabello is. I love being old.
She's a musician.
I don't know her either, and I don't really wish
never heard of her until right now.
After listening to clips from the movie.
I love that sometimes this podcast is just I learn about things. Ezra learns about the existence of pop culture things. Live on air. Anyway,
I feel like Minnie Driver and Idina Menzel can't be in the same movie. I feel like that. I feel
Legally.
like that they cancel each other out a little bit. So I'm surprised that they're both in that movie. That makes me feel weird, and yet here we are. Anyway,
so and in related, apparently there's something else that's called it's called the Oscars cheer moment. There's nothing else on the Wikipedia page about this, but by the 5 finalists, I think you'll be able to guess what it is award for. The 5 finalists are the Avengers Assemble moment from Endgame, Effie White, and I'm telling you I'm not going, from Dreamgirls 2006. So,
what's going on? What's happening?
I don't know.
The Flash...
Nothing makes sense anymore.
The Flash Speed Force from Zack Snyder's Justice League. I don't know what the fuck that means. Neo dodging bullets from The Matrix, and Spider-Man team up from Spider-Man Get Out of Here.
All right, listen up, you yo-hos. Obviously, it's Neo dodging bullets. Get the fuck out of here.
The funny part to me is that happened in 1999.
Yeah,
we haven't gotten over it yet.
Far. And I am hoping that it just sweeps. So I'm hoping that Cinderella wins and that Neo wins for these two awards, and the Spider-Man people have to just get over it.
Obviously, I mean, Dreamgirls... that performance in Dreamgirls fucks unbelievably hard. What does that have to do with the other? This is such one of these things is not like the others.
Yes. It also crushes that 3 of these are superhero movies, and then the other 2 are Dreamgirls and The Matrix.
Why are they all from
the 3 genders?
Years? Except for Zack Snyder Justice League and Spider-Man are this year. Why is one of these from 99 and 2006 and 2019? What's going on?
Because I think it's overall, which is if this is overall moments where you go hell yeah,
bro, that is I'm sorry. That's
then
sad.
We are missing some very particular.
I've only ever seen. No, I almost said I've only seen 2 of these. I forgot that I'd seen Avengers Endgame again because I forgot that movie happened. I was like, I haven't seen that movie. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I just deleted, the entirety of that film from my, my brain went, we don't need these memories anymore. Also,
love that.
If we're talking about cheer moments, it's a tie between Neo dodging bullets and Eowyn taking her helmet off before she stabs the Witch Queen. Next question.
Yeah, honestly offended that Return of the King was not included on this list.
Real interesting, just collection of moments. Just
what is this?
Someone
Apparently
just grabbed a bag from Target and shook it out and pulled out the DVDs that came out and said, "These ones."
Yeah, that sounds very accurate. Actually,
love The Matrix, by the way. Great film.
Love The Matrix. Great film. This is related to absolutely nothing, but Kenneth Branagh is now the first person to have been nominated for 7 total different categories.
I mean,
which is
that's my
insane,
guy.
And I love that for him.
That's my dude.
That's the power that the Poirot mustache gives you.
Yeah, it's true. Kate Blanchett is the first female actor in history to have credited roles in 9 Best Picture nominees.
Oh, nice. Good for her.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Do we want to look at these categories a little bit more specific, or
look at these categories?
Sure. Yeah, let's look at these categories.
Let's look at all these
time
things
for me to be wow, yeah, I haven't seen most of these, but that's just because I'm depressed and also COVID.
Yeah,
true. Are we gonna start at the top or the bottom?
She got nominated.
I don't know. Let's just go.
Helena, you pick. I don't know.
Yeah, Helena, you're the one. You're the one who has not necessarily more feelings, but more information about these.
You're more informed about what's happening this year. I do want to see the Tragedy of Macbeth. I see that it has been nominated.
Oh yeah, me too. I really want to see that.
Let's start at the bottom. Let's go to visual effects and kind of work our way up. We don't have to do the shorts, obviously, because we don't really.
I want to see Shang-Chi too, actually.
But
very funny
effects,
that No Time to Die is on here.
Yeah, that's on here. Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings, Spider-Man, get the fuck out.
Sad that Free Guy is on here, I feel, compared to some of the other stuff.
Spider-Man, we lost the map.
Yeah. And Dune, obviously. Free Guy is one of those movies that I was absolutely not. I'd rather eat chalk than watch this movie.
Free Guy?
Free Guy is the Ryan Reynolds fan service movie where he's an NPC.
In a video
game. Gains sentience.
It's one of those movies that you're like, hey gamers, what if we made a movie about gamers? And I'm like, I will literally kill you.
This sounds...
Hi, I'm a gamer. Don't talk to me.
This sounds like watching it would actually just render me without eyeballs.
Yeah.
It sounds so embarrassing. It just...
I've seen a clip
every time it gets advertised to me, I'm
this is even worse because I am now a bank teller.
How is it worse now that you're a bank teller?
I don't know! Just because I'm embarrassed about the concept of bank tellers. It's because that's the most IRL NPC job that they could think of as a bank teller. I'm I am an NPC.
Yeah. I mean, that's just what working in retail is like.
I mean, true, but this feels so much more like being an NPC than the other retail jobs I've had. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Because you sit at a little desk, I think is a
I think it's because I sit at a little desk.
You're just like an Oblivion guy.
Okay, well, that makes me feel better, actually.
Yeah.
I will
imagine
prefer
you're one of
to
the guys
think of
from
my job
Oblivion.
as being an Oblivion guy.
Yeah.
I have like 3 preset lines about the murder of Patrick Stewart and God Emperor of the
you
whatever
turn around
the fuck.
and the camera zooms in on your face and you say something like, I don't know, oh fuck, Patrick Stewart. Okay, anyway, we need to move on.
Anyway, best film editing. Don't Look Up, Die. Dune, King Richard, Power of the Dog, Tick Tick Boom. Sorry to Hank
I've seen
Corwin, who I'm
one of
sure
these films.
is a very talented. No, I don't know. He's edited all the Adam McKay movies, so I don't know about that. The editing in Don't Look Up is excruciating and just fucking obnoxious. I hate it. It's the worst part of the movie, arguably. But there are some people who think it's really sexy and cool and fast. The screen
Okay.
goes vroom, vroom, vroom. That's great for you.
Oh,
Okay.
fast cut. Dude, you should need a fucking license for quick jump cuts. I swear to God, until you stop misusing them.
I think that Adam McKay's team has well past that point. Dune, yeah, sure. King Richard, haven't seen. Power of the Dog, yeah, sure. Tick Tick Boom, yeah. I feel like, I don't know, there's some other stuff that could be in there.
Says something a lot that
know,
for
this
each
seems
of
like
these you're like, yeah, sure, instead of being like, yes, this deserves to be on here.
None of these movies feel like editing was like a noteworthy feature of the film.
Yeah.
Which is like wild to me because I feel like that's like, I guess, I don't know, maybe I just haven't seen any movies this year where I thought, man, that had really good editing. But I also see above I haven't been going to the movies because depression and COVID.
Yeah. I mean, I think West Side Story would be nice to see on here. But like, West
From
Side
what
Story
it sounded like that was like that in terms of like knowing how to edit musical theater as a film format. Like it sounds like it really kicks ass at that, which like
it does.
that is an achievement in film editing. Like especially since most people can't fucking do it.
I mean, I think that's like why Tick Tick Boom is on here, and like Tick Tick Boom, the editing of like the musical numbers wasn't terrible. I just don't think it was as good as West Side Story. I don't think like the editing in Tick Tick Boom is like not its weak point. You know what I mean? So like I can see why that's on here, but yeah.
I can't wait to see Cyrano and see what I think. I can't wait to see both West Side Story and Cyrano and kind of compare the like quality of the editing for the musical sequences.
The costumes, which they are both nominated for.
Oh yeah,
along with Cruella, Dune, and Nightmare Alley. West Side Story, absolutely understand. Costumes are great. Nightmare Alley, the costumes are also very good. Dune, I get it. Cruella, I'm sure that's justified. I just would rather
eat glass.
Chalk. Yeah, like I'm in love with Emma Thompson. And I can't even do that for her.
Okay, there's also a possibility at some point that I will get really high and watch that movie because Emma Thompson is in it and just like physically fast forward past the parts where she's not on screen.
Oh, promises,
I just keep thinking about the fact that her mom got killed by dogs and that's why she hates dogs.
Sometimes that piece of information sort of just drifts back to the front of my brain.
I mean, I don't even know if that happens because the scene is so badly lit that I didn't see
that was the other thing, is I keep seeing screenshots.
What's happening?
I keep seeing screenshots of like, here's the scene, and I'm like, what is happening in this scene? Why are you doing this to me? Why?
It's so dark.
Anyway. It's so dark.
Why is best makeup and why did Dune get nominated for best makeup and hairstyling?
I mean, Stellan Skarsgård's character, I guess.
Stellan Skarsgård's character was possibly the most boring rendition of Baron Harkonnen ever put on the fucking screen.
Yeah.
I liked Dune, and that was, like, pathetic.
That's what I heard a lot of people say.
He needs to be... It was so anodyne.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, the politics of body size and disability in Dune are problematic as fuck. There is still a way that you could have made him gross instead of looking like he was wearing a giant tube sock.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're not
anyway, wrong. I once again, I liked Dune except for that. And, like, that aside, what? okay, they had cool, they got a good contacts look on the Fremen with the, like, spice glow in the eyes.
I guess so.
No!
Yeah.
It's nothing to write, I don't know, I just really don't think that the makeup and hair for Dune were anything particularly to write home about.
It's certainly not what I think of when I think of, like, what worked for me about it. Like,
no.
Like, for me, the most deserved category that it's nominated on here, not to jump ahead too far, is, like, production design. That's one where I'm...
Yes,
and like,
I would
visual
wholeheartedly
effects,
agree with
obviously.
that.
I'm just like, yes, absolutely. I 100%
The production
believe.
design of Dune was spectacular.
Yes. The production design awards in general, I'm, like, very happy with that category. The only one I haven't seen on there is Tragedy of Macbeth, but Power of the Dog, Nightmare Alley, Dune, West Side Story all had really fantastic production design. So I'm like, yeah, that's...
Is Nightmare Alley streaming anywhere?
Nightmare Alley is on Hulu, yeah.
It's on...
Okay, that one is on Hulu. Okay,
HBO
maybe I'll watch
also.
that on Sunday.
And HBO too.
I almost watched that one earlier and once again was like, no, I just want to watch Scream. But
also, it's like 2.5 hours long, so it's like... Ugh.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I mean, Scream is like 2 hours long, but it's a movie I've seen before, and also there's a lot happening. There's a lot of murder in that movie.
It's like breezy.
And
It's a breezy 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
So, cinematography,
good old cinnamon topography.
Dune, Nightmare Alley. Well, yeah, maybe. Power of the Dog, 100%. Yes. Tragedy of Macbeth. I'm sure it looks fantastic. I haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
West Side Story. Yes, 100%. Gorgeous, jaw-dropping, never been done before. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nightmare Alley. I didn't like the cinematography. Didn't jump out at me when I was watching that, and I feel like most of that for me was I was like wowed by the production design in that and not so much the cinematography. I also wouldn't say that it was bad.
I don't know. I would put Dune I feel like there's probably other movies that I would have put on there before Dune.
Yeah.
Mostly because Dune lost a whole bunch of cinematography points for me right in the middle of it when they lit the night, like the nighttime desert scenes like total ass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and the thing is,
and
as
someone who has seen Lawrence of Arabia like an embarrassing number of times, you can light scenes in the desert at night so that you can see your actors' facial features. And that was not what they did in Dune. And I was bitching about it. Somebody's like, yeah, like a desert scene at night, it's dark. And I'm like, motherfucker, it's a movie where there are actors giving acting performances, and shockingly, I would like to be able to see their craft.
Yeah. I mean, look what they did in Mad Max, too. Like, that was completely unrealistic. But
I was like, nope, log off, go watch fucking Lawrence of Arabia and Mad Max Fury Road, that come back, and then we can have this discussion. Do your homework.
I wonder if, I mean, that's not fair to say it's a digital thing, because, like, I think it's just a Denis Villeneuve thing, or whoever he works with. It's like,
Denis Villeneuve thing.
It's like, all of his movies kind of feel like that, but I don't know. Like
I have
Pizza,
beef with Denis Villeneuve, like, color palette. Like, I like Arrival. It works for Arrival. I would have liked Dune to be a little bit less desaturated. Also, like, okay, I'm gonna be this asshole. Honestly, I thought the cinematography in Belfast stuck out to me more than the cinematography in Dune.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just gonna say that. I thought that, like, the sense of place that you had and the sense of place coming from the perspective of a child was really evocative in Belfast, which is something that I, like, felt like was unusual for films with a child protagonist. I thought that everything about that film communicated the perspective of a child really deftly.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they felt like they couldn't nominate more than one black, because people have been talking about possible cinematography nominations for Belfast for a while. I wonder if they're like, more than one black and white, blah blah blah. I don't know. Probably.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think
that would not surprise me, frankly.
Being one of the, like, only films to be filmed on, like, film and not digital, looked fantastic because of that. There was a shot in that movie in Licorice Pizza where I was just like, I mean, there were several shots, but there was, like, one shot in particular I was just like, yes, the movies. I love the movies. And it was just because it was, like, looked cool because it was filmed on film. So I wish that it was nominated in that category, but Best
I feel like
sound...
filming on real film stock should be rewarded whenever possible, so more people will do it.
100%.
Can't believe... Oh, can I just... total shutout for, oh my god, I just completely... The French Dispatch.
Yeah! Right?
Oh, that was surprising.
Shutout.
So surprising.
It is not my favorite Wes Anderson film by a lot, because I think that the middle...
anywhere.
No,
right.
But not a...
Is surprising,
not a production design.
Cinematography.
You're gonna put... Yeah, Seriously, like, I may not have enjoyed the entire middle third of The French Dispatch, but, like, I mean, it's like, I guess it's just, at this point, they're like, well, we can't keep giving awards to Wes Anderson's, for doing Wes Anderson's. Like, okay, but you can, though, because it's really good.
Because he's good. Yeah.
Because he's fucking excellent at it. It's
here's
just
the
that
thing.
Anyway.
The podcast we're like, oh, this is the first time that any movie that he's made has gotten a complete shutout from the Academy since the Darjeeling Limited, and I was like, okay, well, that's my second favorite Wes Anderson movie.
I was gonna say, literally my second favorite Wes Anderson movie. So clearly I and the Academy just have a strong disagreement about what constitutes the best of Wes Anderson.
And
because
also,
shocking.
Fucking love the Darjeeling Limited.
Yeah. I think, and my other favorite is, like, Fantastic Mr. Fox. So, you know.
Love that movie. Love Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah. I think I need to revisit Grand Budapest and give it another chance, but, like, you know...
I've seen it, like, 4 times, and I love that movie so much.
Okay, yeah. I would like to get that one.
Helena, watch Grand Budapest with me.
Okay.
Because I love that movie, and I will infect you with my love of that movie.
I certainly, every time I, like, obviously Ralph Fiennes is, like, amazing, but every time I see, like, a screenshot of it, I'm just like, God damn, that's a beautiful movie.
It is. It's just so lovely. Anyway,
best sound. I wish I knew more about. It's so rough when they've mixed the categories in together like this with sound mixing and sound editing.
I know, right? I'm still. This has been happening for several years, and I'm still like. This is quite possibly the Oscars thing that I am the most bitter about is that it's no longer sound mixing and sound editing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not several years, because the first year we did the Oscars, they had them separately, and I remember that.
Oh, okay. Was it just the last 2 years?
Quiet Place was nominated for
one
of them.
It's one of those things.
Win, and that was a big upset for me personally. And it was the year after that. That they combined the categories.
Thank you. Your memory is better than mine.
I feel like it's
I don't know if that's true, but
about this one particular thing.
Particular thing, yes.
It's your indignation at A Quiet Place not being nominated fuels your memory for it.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like it's one of those things they keep switching back. Like, I feel like for some reason, I feel like I've heard that they've done this a couple of times. They're just like, we'll put them together, and we'll separate them, and we'll put them together, and. I heard in an article that I read about the debacle about the whole, like, cutting the awards, that there are people in the sound branch of the Academy who are like, look, we're already pissed off about the fact that, like, they combine the awards for sound editing and sound mixing, and so now this thing. It's like, those are two completely different disciplines, and you can't combine them. It's ridiculous. But there they are.
And, like, fucked to make them, like, effectively compete against each other? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know, man. That's silly. Fucked up. I still haven't seen No Time to Die.
Me neither.
I
think I will see it soon.
My parents were like, it was fine. And I was like, see, the thing about it is that it's going to piss me off specifically in a way that's not particularly fair to the movie. And it has nothing to do with the film and everything to do with my, like, personal distaste for the acting style of the lead actress.
Which is totally fair.
I just don't like her, and I never have.
Yeah.
I don't think she's any good.
When I saw Spectre, I went into that movie anticipating I was going to hate it way more than I did, and I had a blast because I thought it was so dumb that I was having a lot of fun. And she's, I will agree, I think not good, and has no chemistry with Daniel Craig.
It is unreal, dude.
It is incredible.
Like, I cannot remember the last time I saw 2 people on screen who I thought wanted to fuck each other less.
Here's the thing about Spectre, too, is, like, he's in his 40s, right? Late 40s, early 50s, Daniel Craig.
She's in her, like, 20s or something.
Well, the character is in, like, her 20s. I think the actress is, like, like
is a
early
little older.
30s.
Yeah.
But there's a scene where he just like meets up with Monica Bellucci, who's a beautiful woman, an
Way
incredibly
more
beautiful
chemistry
woman.
with
Yeah,
her.
and
Who- and
they
it was his-
smolder.
Yeah, and also is like his own age, and they have sex, and then we never see her for the rest of the movie, and it's like, what was the point of this? What was
Literally,
the point of this?
if they had let Monica Bellucci be the like female lead of Spectre, it would have been one of the best Bond movies ever made.
Yeah.
Specifically because Monica Bellucci was in it.
Yeah.
Like, and that movie is like real dumb.
Yeah.
And
The thing-
critically features Andrew Scott being asked to do Moriarty but worse.
Right.
Which,
The
like,
thing is
you
they tried to...
free him.
Poor bastard, I know. The thing is, they tried to replace his great relationship he had with Eva Green in Casino Royale, and they never managed to figure out, like, how do we recreate that magic little spark? And they were like, we got it, we nailed it, and they, like, didn't. They, like, they didn't understand what made that relationship compelling.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, it's because she doesn't like him, and I'm like, no.
It's not. No.
Anyway,
No.
but the point is that I actually am kind of excited to see No Time to Die, because I have heard it's better than Spectre. So
Okay.
I'm like, I thought that movie was bad but really funny. So I'm anticipating that this movie will also be kind of bad but less bad and still really funny.
I want to
But
watch.
very long.
I want to watch Spectre with you, Maddie, because when Kevin and I decided that we wanted to watch the Craig Bonds, our stream of Spectre crapped out halfway through the movie, and then the next night we were like, do you want to try to finish Spectre? And both of us were like, no. Like,
Yeah,
not
I'll watch it
really.
again.
Like, I don't really give a shit about the entire back half of this film.
Yeah.
And
I don't really want to watch Quantum of Solace again, but I'll watch any of the other ones with you.
honest to God, we did watch Quantum of Solace again, and that movie is, like, way less bad than I remembered it being.
It's just, I found it very forgettable. I don't remember
That's
it being
fair.
bad. I just remember it being, like, kind of like...
There's
I
like
had a
one
weirdly
really
good
cool
time watching
sequence, like
It had
like
that
the
great
opera
sequence at the
sequence.
beginning. Oh, you were thinking of
Yeah.
a different one.
Yeah.
There's a couple of good fucking
There's an
moments
opera
in that.
sequence?
Yeah, there's a whole ass
Yeah.
opera sequence.
I don't remember
I
anything
think
about.
it's
Okay, maybe I should
Tosca.
watch it again then, just to...
the Kill
remember
James
anything about
Bond
the fucking
podcast
movie.
makes a lot of jokes about Rory Kinnear and his concave ass, and so that's what I think about every time I think about the Craig Bonds. I think it's like concave ass parenthetical affectionate.
It better
Because,
be.
you know, I love Rory Kinnear.
Bless.
Anyway,
Best
all of this
original
to say that-
song. Oh, sorry.
I haven't even heard the No Time to Die song.
No, I
yeah,
haven't.
it's Billie Eilish.
Like, I haven't
which
heard
is
it
all
yet.
I know.
I do love Billie Eilish. Like,
Yeah, she's good.
I think she's fun. I think that she's kind of an offbeat choice for a Bond theme, but that's okay because I think that they should let fucking Panic at the Disco do a Bond theme.
Yes, I agree. I mean,
Talking
they had some
Heads
kind of
Bond
offbeat
theme.
picks.
I mean,
I
I'm
would
just
die.
saying Death of a Bachelor is a James Bond theme, basically.
Yes, they've had
Life
some
during
offbeat
wartime
picks
is
for...
no, it's not.
Yeah.
The guy who did the fucking Casino Royale theme was kind of
Yeah,
an interesting pick.
That is true.
Yeah.
The guy whose name I don't even remember. Anyway.
The Van Morrison song from Belfast is a bop. Like, I don't know if it's the
It's
best
cute.
original
Hell yeah,
song
Van
of the
Morrison.
year, but it's really cute, and I like Van Morrison because I'm an old man.
Yeah, I know, we're so old. I don't remember which song specifically this is from Encanto, but I really liked all of the music in Encanto.
This is
It
the
is very
song...
Lin-Manuel Miranda, but, you know.
Yeah. This is a song that is in Spanish, I think, that plays during Abuela's, like, they're singing about... It's like the flashback to like the larger flashback to her background story with with her like escaping, and I think it's like towards the end of it.
Oh, that scene where I cried like a baby? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So of
Yeah.
course it's like I always get so frustrated with these ones because like it's a very lovely song and a very lovely sequence.
Yeah. But of
like-
course, all the songs of the movie, that is, of course, the one they picked. For
Yeah,
the
because like
Oscars.
the kind of bitch that I am is like the three songs that stuck out to me the most that I was like immediately like am putting that in my little music pocket were the opening number,
Yeah, great.
Surface Pressure, Luisa's song, and then we don't talk about Bruno obviously because we don't talk
All
about
those are
Bruno
bops.
ends in a big counterpoint chorus. Are you kidding? Of course I loved it.
Yeah.
so like I like all of those like jaunty like big ensemble numbers and that kind of stuff, and so
yeah, the upbeat like, that is not the kind of song that the Oscars like, because the Oscars hates musicals.
Yeah,
true.
Because
I'm more of
really
a
cowards.
I'm more of a Be Our Guest person than like, I mean, to take an example, like Beauty and the Beast is obviously a very beautiful song and it makes me cry like a baby.
Yeah.
But like in
but
terms
we
of the
love
song,
Be Our
I
Guest.
gravitate to it's Be Our Guest. But Beauty and the Beast is the one that won the Oscar. You know what I mean? So like that's kind of what they go for, is those big.
Yeah.
I don't understand the best original song category. I can't fathom to
I don't
understand
either.
it.
Every time I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yes, it's almost always something from an animated movie that I haven't seen because I am neither a child nor a person who has children. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and then I kind of just forget about it.
Ezra, I know exactly what you're saying here, and I know that wasn't a dig on us, but it's very funny that Helen and I just talked about that piece from that movie that we both saw, and you were like, I didn't see it because I'm not a child and I don't have children.
I think also after 4.5 years making children's birthday cakes, I have this thing where I'm just like, if it's if it looks like a fucking Disney cartoon, it just gives me hives.
Yes,
That's
which is very fair. Once again, I did not think that you were trying to make a dig on us. I just
that was a
completely
completely accidental dunk. I love it.
Yeah.
It makes me very happy.
I feel it's
I didn't watch Encanto because it's not for children. I'm like, you guys.
One really quick small tangent that I will say about Encanto and Raya and the Last Dragon. Is it Raya and the Last Dragon? I can't remember. Somebody made a really funny joke. Raya and the Last Dragon was like a very funny joke on Letterboxd. It was like pretty audacious of them to release both that movie and Encanto in the same year. Kind of like their own version of DreamWorks releasing Shrek 2 and Shark Tale in the same year. Like, just take a look at our studio, what we have to offer. One complete dud and the other like a delightful little anyway. Best original score. Encanto's really sweet.
I should really actually watch the fucking thing one of these days.
If you get around to it, it's pretty fun.
I really did enjoy Encanto.
Which is also nominated for Best Original Score. So that's nice.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Parallel Mothers, Power of the Dog.
I thought the score for Dune was like cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I thought it was cool in the moment, but much like basically the entirety of Dune, I thought, yeah, it was pretty cool. And like I just haven't thought about it since. Hardly at all.
Yeah, me neither. I don't look up. The score was fine. Obviously, I'm a Nicholas Britell fan. I think he's a really cool dude who writes some really nice stuff. But like,
I really need to watch Power of the Dog. I don't really want to, but
Power of the Dog has a good score. I mean,
yeah, because fucking Anyway,
after we finish this category, can we like kind of skim through?
Yeah.
The like shorts, because we're about to hit an hour and a half.
Oh shit! I don't want to. We
don't have to
do this every fucking time.
I would like to take a quick pit stop at animated feature film, and then we can maybe head into actors, unless we have anything we want to say about screenplays.
Yeah.
I really like Johnny Greenwood's scores.
I do. He's very good. He's very good. Anyway, we're doing best animated feature film.
Yeah, briefly. I wanted to say, liked Encanto, liked Mitchell's versus the Machines. Forgot that was going to be in this year's Oscars because I saw it when it came out, but was very enjoyable. I think I would still probably pick Encanto to win. Raya and the Last Dragon apparently is trash, so that's going to be very funny.
The thing about this category to me is that 4 of these movies are very good, and one of them is not, and that's the T. Yep.
Yeah, that's what it kind of sounds like, which is like, yeah, that's best animated feature film for you every time. Remember Into the Spider-Verse one? That was great.
That was nice.
Yeah. Good times. I have seen none of the international feature films. I really want to see
do want to see Drive My Car.
I really want to see Drive My Car.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch Hand of God too.
I don't know anything about Hand of God.
I feel like I did hear that was good.
It's a little Italian film. It's on Netflix.
Oh, nice.
Love that for us.
Cool.
Screenplay, it's fine. I don't really know why Tony Kushner isn't in their best adapted screenplay, but fine.
Drive My Car was adapted from a Murakami short story.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Interesting.
Wow, Dune's based on a book? Who knew? That joke kind of lands a little flat, huh?
Dune?
No, see, that's a joke. I've read Dune.
No, I didn't. I skimmed past. I missed it the first time I looked at the fucking best adapted screenplay. Okay. No, oh my god. No, that was me being indignant that Dune got fucking nominated for best adapted screenplay and Tony Kushner didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, very fair.
I'm pissed about
like, it was fine. I mean, they managed to make Dune, like, I guess, a little bit less fucked up, but, like, I don't actually know if that's a good thing or not.
Yeah, I think Dune should be more fucked up. If you're gonna make Dune, make Dune.
That's what David Lynch knew.
That's what, yeah, you can rag on him all you want, but that man knew what he was doing.
David Lynch's understanding of the grotesque was the perfect fit for Dune.
Dune.
Original screenplay.
Oh, David, you've gone too far. I think you should have gone farther. Anyway.
You're right. Don't Look Up being on here drives me absolutely bananas.
Sad.
Especially since...
Can I be a dumbass for a second?
Yes.
Is Don't Look Up the one where there's an asteroid?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, cool. I thought I was mixing that up with something else. This whole time I've been just sort of like nodding along going, I don't remember what this movie's about.
Yeah. Apparently, according to Wikipedia, it's a black comedy, which I don't know if that's true.
No.
I feel like sometimes they're like, this movie's a black comedy, and I'm like, okay, so you mean it's not funny. It's either the funniest movie I've ever seen.
Look,
it's on two categories. It's either the funniest movie I've ever seen in my life, or it's not funny at all.
In Bruges is a black comedy. Fargo is a black comedy. Movie. Don't Look Up is purporting to be a satire, is actually most of the time a farce, and isn't funny also, which I think is kind of important.
Oh wow, cardinal sin.
Yeah, not good. Not a good screenplay. Yeah, why is that in there? Kill me. Come on should be in there. Pig should be in there. Justice for Pig.
Yeah, did Pig get shut out?
So bad.
Oh, Pig didn't get nominated for anything. No, it's a little indie.
That's incredible. I heard so much good
bastards.
So much about that movie.
I love Pig, and I'm very sad.
I want to see it so bad.
But it's not surprising.
Coming to the Pickford, which I'm excited about.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Oh, please, yeah.
Because I would really like to see it in a movie theater if I possibly can.
I think they were showing it at the Hollywood, but I don't know if they're doing it anymore.
I haven't seen King Richard, and I'm gonna be real with you. I keep forgetting. This is another one where I was just like, had to finally admit that I had no fucking idea what that movie was.
Yeah, not and about I was what like, you think it is.
I was like, I went through a whole bunch of different fucking like possibilities of what this movie could be about, and then I found out, and I was like, oh,
not that.
Okay,
yeah.
I've heard it's pretty good. It's just not something that very much interests me.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna see it. I think towards like the end, before the Oscars. But like it's
I'll wait for your report on it.
It's a bio kind of movie ish. I mean, it's just I'm sure I've heard that Will Smith is very good in it. I'm sure he is. He's a very good actor.
I like Will Smith. He's a very good actor. Yeah.
I have a confession.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna like Licorice Pizza.
That's fair.
Valid. Sorry.
I think that I'm going to think it's a very well-made movie, and the subject matter I'm going to find absolutely insufferable. Like,
Possibly.
On a personal level.
Possibly.
Like, as, like, a totally not a value judgment, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I don't know, not for me, dude.
Yeah, that's valid.
I just foresee that happening, I don't know. The more I read about it, the more I'm like, I don't really want to watch this movie.
I had a great time. That's all I can say.
Okay, maybe I will. I'm like, I trust your opinion, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's like one moment in the movie that I was like, this doesn't work for me. But like most of the movie, I was kind of delightful.
I feel like I'm just gonna like not pay attention to it if I don't watch it with somebody. Not to bang the Belfast is genuinely a good movie drum, but Jesus, that movie was funny. I don't know if somebody else wrote the one-liners for Belfast or if Ken Branagh just, like, is really funny, but that movie was really fucking funny.
I feel like it was him. It got to
Yeah.
be.
I don't know. I just enjoyed the ever-loving shit out of that film, and I'm like, if it wins a bunch of Oscars, I'm gonna feel really vindicated.
Well, on that note, what do you think about Best Supporting Actor? I mean, I
feel like I can't judge because I haven't seen anything except, once again, I haven't been watching movies. I'm not watching Being the Ricardos because I just am not gonna do it.
Yeah, don't bother.
I wouldn't be surprised if the thing is that whenever you have two people nominated for the same movie, you end up splitting the vote.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know.
Does
Kieran Hines already have an Oscar?
No, probably not.
Give him an Oscar for being Kieran Hines.
Yeah, just give him an Oscar for his little cameo in Bruges. Like, that's enough.
Like, he's so good.
I feel like that's the whole splitting the Oscar thing in terms of these awards. I feel like is because Power of the Dog is nominated in 4 times here for acting awards.
He has never won an Academy Award. Okay, I no longer care about anything else that's happening this year. Give Kieran Hines an Oscar.
Yeah. I feel like he has a pretty decent shot. I feel like one thing
he's so good in Belfast.
He's really lovely in that movie, and I feel like this. To me, all of the acting awards this year feel kind of up in the air at the moment, which is really unusual.
Yeah. There's really no clear favorite in any of these categories, which is fun, honestly.
It is. I feel like, I just don't know. Like, Jesse Plemons being nominated in there, I think, is really cool for Power of the Dog.
Yeah.
And that kind of changes the category. I think that Troy Coates has a really good chance for Coda, from what I've heard. You know, like...
That would just be awesome, because...
It'd be so cool.
You know,
oh, fuck, I forgot about Coda.
Like, I genuinely a win for diversity in Hollywood, which is, like, good.
Yeah. Jessie Buckley being in there for Lost Daughter, I think, is great. I didn't think that she was going to get nominated, and I thought she was fantastic. Same for Ariana DeBose. Like, you know, these are all, like... Well, that's not true. I was going to say these are all good performances. Kristen, I just didn't think she was very good, which is so hard for me.
Rip.
Because I'm just I'm so excited that she's nominated, but
yep.
I'm just like Olivia or Penelope, and it's gonna go to like Nicole or something. God damn it.
Jesus, I hope not.
Probably will, but
part of me wants to watch The Lost Daughter, but also part of me is like, I'm not sure I can handle that. Like, again, on a personal level.
That's, understandable. It was pretty rough.
I'm in love with Andrew Garfield.
Me too.
Yeah.
I didn't think...
I haven't seen Tick, Tick, Boom yet.
A bit uncharitably, I thought, like, having seen him in Angels, I felt, like, weirdly... like his performance in this movie was really similar to what he did in Angels in America, which was kind of odd choice.
Interesting pick.
Oh, that's weird.
And because seeing as like what he did for Pryor was like go full camp as he should, and Jonathan Larson was not a gay man. Nor did he do drag. So I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like he was doing the exact same thing, but there was just like a hint of like the breathiness that he was doing in that. And I was like, honey, you're like, what are we doing? But he was also
catch me graffitiing the best supporting actor Wikipedia article to nominate. Oh my god, this joke was gonna work, and then my brain shorted out. Bradley Whitford.
Genuinely, though.
For Best Supporting Actor.
Genuinely, he was really good. And that is what a good supporting actor nomination is. Like a little guy, he shows up like 3 times, and you're just like, it's him! And every time he does something...
Yeah, it's like, every single Michael Stuhlbarg role ever.
Yes, exactly. And like, and like Michael Stuhlbarg, and Bradley Whitford in Tick, Tick, Boom, he does like one micro expression with his face, and you break down sobbing on the floor because you're a freak like Helena. But also they're very emotive actors, and I love them.
I love Bradley Whitford. He's so good.
Bradley Whitford, he's so good. Michael Stuhlbarg's not nominated for anything this year. Pretty fucked up. I don't know if he did
Michael
anything.
Stuhlbarg in anything this year?
No, but like I feel like they should just...
But like, they should have given him a little award anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, what was the year where he was in? He gave like 3 of the best supporting actor performances of the entire year and didn't get nominated for any of them.
Yeah, he was in like Call Me by Your Name and Shape of Water and something else, and he was like fantastic in all of them, and then it was like,
Yeah.
fuck you, I guess. Fucking fucked up. I hate it.
Anyway, go watch A Serious Man again.
Oh my god.
He was in... No, that's on Hulu. Well, this is Beckett, but not what I thought it was. Looked at Beckett and I went, they remade Beckett? No, idiot.
Different one. Best Director, interesting category. Pretty deserved, I guess, for all of them, really.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
I feel like Jane Campion's gonna get it, and I think that would be really cool.
I feel pretty good about the concept of Jane Campion winning an Oscar.
Yeah, man.
This year. Like, I fundamentally feel good about that, regardless of how I end up feeling about The Power of the Dog as a film.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I feel pretty good about the concept of her winning an Oscar.
Right.
Yeah. Best Picture... Who's to say?
Oh, who fucking knows?
Who's to say? Yeah.
Fully, who fucking knows? I don't know. I feel like I can't
mixed group
judge
of stuff here.
how, because I mean, The Power of the Dog is so obviously like 12 nominations is insane.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, but I can't judge how many of those it's actually the standout in without having seen it yet. Because I feel like that happens where like sometimes some years there'll be like the one movie where it was like, oh well, this is just so good at everything, but then it doesn't actually win any of those categories.
Right.
Well, I feel like
because it's like everybody's second choice for a bunch of things.
Yeah.
I feel like Power of the Dog, for director anyway, has been, in terms of like its track record this past year with nominations, I mean, not that necessarily has to mean anything, because a lot of those are also critic nominations, but has pretty consistently been leading the pack by leagues and leagues and leagues.
Oh yeah, I think she's going to get Best Director. I just don't know if they're also going to get Best Picture. I bet this is a year where they split. I think she's going to win Best Director, but I don't think it's going to win Best Picture.
God, what if Drive My Car won Best Picture? That would be so cool.
I mean, that would be rad as fuck. I don't know. I don't know that it will or that it won't, but I can really see something else pulling out for Best Picture.
Yeah. The thing about that I try to remember for like 2020 was the whole Parasite thing, where it was like none of the actors were nominated for some absurd reason, but the ensemble was nominated for Best Ensemble at the SAG Awards, and they won Best Ensemble, which is the Best Picture equivalent of the SAG Awards, and the acting branch...
Are the SAG nominations out yet, or have those not happened yet?
The nominations are out. The ceremony has yet to happen. So I don't know if like it's a similar situation with like they kind of have for the past 2 years, or not 2 years, few years, kind of been getting this like one or two like popular foreign films in there that kind of make it to like really big categories, which I think is really cool, like Cold War and Roma and Parasite. But I don't know if it's going to be, God, I don't know. It's a weird category.
Oh, outstanding. The best actor or outstanding leading role is the exact same field as the Oscars.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
Really different. Some of these other ones are really different. Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up. Power of the Dog isn't even on the Ensemble Award.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funky.
Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, House of Gucci, and King Richard.
House of Gucci.
Which is wild. Didn't see House of Gucci. Can't decide if I can put up with the existence of Jared Leto, and also like... But again, I mean, is it good? I don't think I care. I don't think that's why I'm gonna watch that movie. I think I'm gonna watch it in the hopes that it will be camp.
Yeah.
Or at least someone in it will be camp. Hopefully Jeremy Irons.
I feel
if
like...
we're lucky.
If at least Jeremy Irons, Al Pacino, Gaga, Adam Driver?
Let Al Pacino do camp.
He wants to. He clearly wants to. Yeah, so that's the Oscars, I guess.
I guess.
They're gonna happen, whether we want them to or not.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll panic and give Judi Dench another one.
Panic. Oh god, we don't know where this one's gonna go.
Once again,
Judy.
touch wood. Hopefully, Judi Dench will be with us for a long time.
Yeah.
But she is also 87.
Just give her a little freebie.
And anyway.
So overall thoughts before we say goodnight. I mean, I guess we've pretty much said them. They're the Oscars.
I'm not.
I realized as we were talking about these that I had not seen so many of these, and I'm like, damn, I really fucked up this year. I mean, obviously I don't see a bunch of them every time, but this time I was like, woof. So I have some watching to do, which I'm actually kind of excited about. There's a lot of times in the Oscars I'm like, there's a bunch of shit on here I don't care about, but this time I'm like, oh, there's actually like everything in the Best Director category. Yeah, I want to see all of those. Drive My Car is coming to HBO in March. Very excited.
I feel motivated to watch some movies that I've been meaning to watch because they have been nominated for the Oscars, as opposed to, like Matty said, years where I'm like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's like years where I'm like, no, I'm not fucking watching like 3/4 of these things. I ain't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And this year I'm like, oh I have been meaning to watch that. I should watch that. I mean, I'm not watching Don't Look Up unless somebody pays me.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to see that either.
If somebody wants to pay me to watch that movie, we have a Patreon.
That's true. You don't just send me money, but we do have a Patreon. A Patreon.
Well, you can ask me for my Venmo, yeah.
God, what if I pranked both of you and Venmo'd you money to watch Don't Look Up?
Helena, that would be hard because we can see where the Venmo comes from, but that also depends on how much you're going to Venmo me and whether or not I'm allowed to be stoned.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, obviously you're allowed to be stoned.
Okay, well then the amount that you're going to have to Venmo me to watch this while stoned is a lot lower than the amount that you're going to have to Venmo me to watch it sober.
It's like one of those charts that's like, if I have to listen to straight people or whatever, or explain like shit to cis people. I'm just going to open my DMs to producer Ben real quick and talk to him about making a Patreon goal, or if they give us enough money, we have to watch movies we don't want to watch.
Jesus. That's a good idea.
I'm just saying, people love to do stuff like that.
They do love to do stuff like that, but also I've already watched it. Oh.
I'm just saying in general. I'm sure they'll think of something.
Okay.
The people.
There's a lot of devious people out there on the internet.
That's true. There is.
I do very much want to see the tragedy.
Wow, she really did get nominated for Spencer. Also, a movie that I just do not give a single shit about.
Yeah,
you know what? You know who's there? Timothy Spall is there.
That's fine.
I do
Sally
love
Hawkins
Timothy Spall.
is there. They're not giving bad performances.
I love Sally Hawkins.
It's just
not a good. It's just really boring. Okay, that's not a good. That one's not going to work for me personally because I feel bad because I feel like
I'm discouraging people from seeing it, and my threshold may not be the same as everybody else's for boring. But also, I never fall asleep during movies. It's just anyway. Oh my god, are we good? Ready to wrap up?
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah. I miss watching the Oscars with... I don't know if I've said this before. Probably have. I miss watching the Oscars with my parents because we made it into a thing. We would put a tablecloth on the coffee table and stuff, and we would get a bunch of fun little finger foods, and we would have a little party to watch the Oscars every year. And then my parents, who never host parties, finally were like, we should do an Oscar watch party. And they got everybody to all the invitations were get dressed up. If you have some party outfit that you never get to wear, wear a cocktail dress, wear a tuxedo, dig the tuxedo out of the back of your closet, your partner will get a kick out of you wearing a tuxedo for the first time in 15 years. A lot of it was literally see if your wedding tuxedo still fits. And they would print out little guess what the nominees are going to be, and there was a little prize for the person who got the most right. And my mom went to the craft store and got a bunch of red felt to do a little red carpet. And it was really cute. And, like, it was really fun, and I really miss that, like, sort of just weird little family ritual. And I feel like the last few years, like, even if I wanted, like, I live near my parents now, I could technically go do an Oscar thing, but they're just, like, they've been so bad the last few years that they're not even worth it anymore, which, like, I feel like a sense of, like, a personal sense of loss when the Oscars are so bad I don't want to watch them, because this was this, like, really fun. Like, I have such strong memories of, like, being allowed to stay up until the Best Picture one, because, like, the very first year I was allowed to, like, stay up for the whole Oscars broadcast was the year that Chicago won everything. And I had all that jazz stuck in my head for, like, 3 weeks afterward. And it just, like, made a really strong impression on me. I mean, like, I remember all of the fun little Billy Crystal patter and all of this stuff. And, like, I think Whoopi Goldberg hosted it one year. Anyway, I just feel like it used to be, like... It used to be an event. And in recent years, they've been, like, trying to make it a bunch of things other than what it is. And it has never worked. I guess I had more things to say about the Oscars. Also, Matty, I'm really sorry about the levels in this episode. There's a couple of times where I'm just, like, full on yelling.
I did it a couple times, too. It's okay. I mean, y'all know me. I love to fucking shout for comedic effect, so I do spend a lot of time just kind of nudging my own audio around a little bit, so I don't mind doing it for other people. I'm either at this kind of neutral tone, or I'm, like, up here, so... You know.
And that's the level we want to be at for the Oscars.
That's the level we want to be at for the Oscars.
When they fuck up once again. And on that note, thanks for hanging out with us here on Sneople at the Movies from the Infinity Break Network. Check out infinitybreak.net for more awesome content. And come hit us up on Twitter at people_snake. Our theme music was done by Johnny Ronaldo, who you can find at Johnny Ronaldo on Twitter. Our logo was designed by Bethany Luthold. You can check her out at bethanyluthold.wixsite.com. And if you've got a subject you want to hear us talk about, a movie you think we absolutely need to see that isn't Don't Look Up, or a list of your 2022 Oscar predictions, come say hello. Also, if you can, please leave a review on iTunes and share the show with any friends who you think would enjoy it. And as always, thanks for listening, even when the levels were all fucked up, and we'll see you at the movies.